All right, John, thanks. And that's a good segue to our weekly What's at Stake segment. And all of a sudden, this has become a very interesting time for Jack Sock. Here he is in the ATP finals in the top 10 for the first time. And I would ask you guys, do you think Jack is ready to kind of plant a flag in the top 10 and hang around for a bunch of years? Or is there work to do before that's reality?
I think this is perfect timing for Jack Sock to be hitting the heights. And the reason I say that is most times you want players, when they win a big tournament, to continue that momentum into the rest of their season and kind of try and build on it. But for Jack, I think it's more important that he go into the offseason feeling motivated, because he's never truly had the kind of offseason that I think he needs to have and that most people around him think he needs to have to get to be the best. I remember distinctly a discussion we have leaving a Davis Cup tie in Australia a couple of years ago where Jack had lost. We played on grass. It was a tough condition for him. He was down the dumps even though the team had won, and I enlisted Bob and Mike Bryan to help me say, look, if you start doing all the right things, if you do this, you're a top 10 player. You are. We know you have that in you, but you're not doing what top 10 players are doing. It's taken him some time, but a year and a half later, he's burst into the top 10 on one good result at the end of the year. He needs to build on it in the offseason. It's critical that he start training and preparing like a top 10 player, because he is one now.
I mean, the hardest thing for players that get to that level is the new landscape, I think, mentally. And Jim kind of summed it all up. For Jack, he is the kind of player that we've seen that talent. We know what he can do. In order to stay there and to progress, you have to be consistent. And that's not what Jack has been. He's had kind of spurts of unbelievable stuff and then some lulls. So for him to do what he did in Paris and then play here, and now, by the way, have a great opportunity here. He's got a great opportunity here. He then gets to go into an offseason with a really, really positive finish, and his team can now say, Jack, let's start big in 2018. So I think it's a great foundation. I think you're spot on.
He's a gifted athlete, that we know, but that's often not enough to be at the top of the sport. It'll be Jack against Marin Cilic, 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Paul and I will have the call right here on Tennis Channel as part of our Day 3 coverage.